All right. So today we are getting on with the next lesson. Last Monday, right, we wrapped up on our listening section, right? We learned a couple of new things. And today we are going to start a new unit about pie charts. So, what do you know about pie charts? What do you know about pie charts?
There's like charts that are looking like a pie. Yep.
Okay, okay. So,
Pi equal 3.1458296.
all right. Okay.
It's pie chart.
Yeah, a pie chart is a pie chart. Yeah. Yeah, but any any other definitions? Can we go a bit further than what we've already you know, what we've already done? What you've already expressed? Oops. Yeah, right. So I think it's very straightforward, right? So a pie chart, as we discussed, right, is a representation of data, right? Um, presenting data in, in a circle, which shows like parts of a whole, right? Or proportions or percentages of a whole. Yes. So as we may or may not already know, a pie chart always represents 100% of the data. You understand? Yes? Divided into slices. And yeah, so it's as straightforward as that, right? You know that already. So right, so it is used to show distribution, share, or the makeup of something. Yeah, it's mostly used to represent distribution data, right? Or the shares of something. Yeah. And as we've discussed about line graphs in particular, because in this unit we will be comparing or we will be learning this alongside with line graphs. We use line graphs, as we've already discussed, we use line graphs to show change over time, right? We don't use pie charts for this. So keep that in mind, unless there are two pie charts for like two different years, right? Which can also happen, right? We can be comparing pie charts over the years. So yeah, but for starters, that is not what we're going to be doing with pie charts, right? So yeah. Now we discussed previously what each activity type tests you on. Yes. So for pie charts, what it tests you as an IELTS taker is your ability to identify proportions. I think this is pretty straightforward for you. Yes. Um, to make comparisons, right? So your ability to make comparisons, like being able to identify or to pick out which is the largest, which is the smallest, which are similar, which is twice as much, etc. Yes, your ability to use accurate quantitative language. Yes, so any words or expressions that are used to communicate the quantity of something. Yes, so this will be one of the key points of testing you. Then being able to summarize trends across two or more charts. So yeah, being able to observe two or more illustrations or charts, right? Take data from two or more, illustrations to form an opinion, right? So, yeah. And being able to choose important features and ignore unnecessary details. I think I mentioned this also, I think at the beginning of this course, especially in the writing section and diagrams. So yes. Okay. Then, right. These are the types of pie charts that we will encounter. We will encounter a single pie chart. Yes. So this will describe proportions and highlight major features. Then we can encounter two pie charts, which are represented by different years. Yes. Now here we can, or we will be comparing changes over time. Yes. So the changes will present themselves as increases or decreases or shifts in proportions between the two. Yes. Then we have two pie charts which represent two different groups. So not 2 years, but two different groups. Okay. So for example, comparing the difference between two countries, right? Genders or age groups and all of that. So can you tell the difference between these two type of yeah? So we have years change over time, right? So let's say let's say we're comparing homeowners by age groups, right? Let's say in the 1990s and in the 2000s, right? So in the 1990s, say young adults, just an example, or okay, let me go to the 1950s and the 2000s, right? So in the 1950s, young adults had the opportunity to own more homes because there were more I don't know there was more support from the government in granting loans and all of that. There was not that much inflation, and you understand. But
Price for lower.
yeah, prices were
Actually.
lower. Good. But in the 2000s, we see that the proportions for young adults owning homes has tilted, right? Due to this is that. So you see, this is comparing change over time, right? Good. And so as I said, in this way you have two pie charts, and then you see this is what I just did is noticing a trend, right? With two different pie charts over time. Yes. Then we have two pie charts just representing two different groups, right? So then we can talk about, say, unemployment amongst, I don't know, let's say unemployment amongst people with disabilities in Ukraine versus in Poland. You see? So we see different proportions, and then, yes. So we can encounter this, or multiple pie charts, right? So yeah, which will combine all key features, identify the largest and smallest patterns and compare groups and all of that. Yeah. So yes, let me see. Right, as usual, yeah, because I've made a list of things that we have to go over before we dive into this topic. So before you write before you start writing, as usual, you observe what you've been provided. We've gone over this a couple of times. Your question, analyze the question to glean information from it. Identify how many pie charts you are dealing with, which is pretty intuitive or straightforward, right? So are you dealing with 1, 2, 4? Because this will affect your structure. What is being measured is the next thing you should identify. So are we trying to measure energy sources amongst different countries, or household spending, or types of transport, or age demographics? Yes, so identify what is being measured, then what units are they being measured in, which is the third thing to identify, right? So are we dealing with percentages, fractions, proportions, all that. Then you have to identify the largest and smallest slices. By the way, you know that the parts of a pie chart, we call them slices, yes. Yeah, slices of pizza. Right.
Was predictable.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, right. So to identify the largest and the smallest slices, right? Then identify notable similarities, then notable contrasts. So this all tracks with what we've already discussed, right? Now, as usual, when it comes to the writing, we've gone over this also, right? The structure, introduction, overview, body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, that's all. Yes? So I prepared something here. I will send it to the chat. I mean, it's not so far away from what we've already discussed, but I still think it is worth noting this. Just a minute. Oh boy. Yes. So I just sent this. I sent it to our chat. Yes, so please read through it. Just read through it. If you don't understand anything, tell me, and then we will discuss it. Yeah. Hmm.
All is clear.
All is clear. Yeah. Now, because this time we're going
Yep.
to be diving into activities right away. So, yeah, really make sure that all is clear. Yes. Okay. And we also have to talk about certain words, right? Or yeah, certain words that we will be using quite a lot in the report for pie charts, right? So the first group of words is vocabulary for proportions, right? Words that we use to describe proportions. I think we encountered it. We encountered similar words when we discussed the bar charts. You remember? Yes?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to rehash those words, right? So these are certain words that we can use to describe vocabulary for proportions, right? So a very small minority, a minority, 1/5, 1/4. We already, yeah. Are all of these clear, guys? Because I'm trying to refresh your memory before we do a deep dive. Okay, so we've discussed all of these. Then we have comparison vocabulary, right? Which is this. Just a minute. This is also clear in it. Yeah? All right. Then we have trend language. So it's all clear? Yeah. All right. All right. Okay. Then, yeah. So I think we've pretty much like covered everything. Yeah. Okay. So let me share my material, and then we can begin. We can begin playing around with this. PDF gear. There we go. Right. Okay, so You're seeing this, yes?
Yeah.
All right. Now, simple question here, because we've discussed all of these. Just a minute. Let me move this thing. Okay. You're hearing me, right? Okay. So, yeah, we've discussed all of these type of activities. We have, diagrams. We have line graphs. Okay, I won't mention them for you. So what are you seeing here? What are you seeing here, guys? Like, what are these diagrams?
Line graph, pie chart, table, and bar graph. Bar chart. It's
Yeah.
chart, not graph.
Yes. So, yes, we've discussed all of these, right? Now, it says to look at these pictures, right? These visuals in the picture and discuss their distinguishing features. What sets them apart? What makes them different from each other? Including unique characteristics and fundamental differences. So, what are some of the things that they do not have in common? Anyone? Yes. Ilya? Ilya, I haven't heard from you today.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Ilya? What are some of the unique features you're noticing here?
Which is different the pie chart from other charts.
Yeah, I mean, like some differences between these, like, visuals.
First of all, the table cannot contain can't really show you the trends as well as a pie chart.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I understand where you're going with this. All right. Anyone also wants to add something? Some differences. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pie chart, bar chart, and yeah, that's all. They similarly comparison data between
Okay.
but
Okay.
bar chart has changing through the years or through the time or something.
Bar charts?
Yeah, has
Right.
changing.
Okay.
It's more similar to the line graph, which
Okay.
has only change data over time or over something.
Mm-hmm.
And the table is only grouping data, I guess.
Okay, so table is mostly about grouping data, right? Okay. Roxana, any ideas?
I'm not really sure what should I add because Vanya said already a lot of stuff that I
Okay.
wanted to say.
Okay.
He just stole it from me.
Okay. Okay. So yes, for these visual types, right? Yeah. So line graph, as we said, it shows changes over time, right? Pie charts are mostly about proportions. Yes. Tables present exact data, right? Or make detailed comparison, right? And bar charts are mostly for comparison between different categories, right? So, yes. All right. Now, I think, yeah, we've already discussed this point. Let me put it here. Yeah. Okay. So we've already discussed this. Yeah. But I would like you to read this info before we move on.
Hmm.
Okay. So is it clear?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, all right. So we're going to go to the next activity here. I would like you to take your time and do this task. It says to match each percentage with the appropriate expression. So let's get into it. Guys, is there anyone here who doesn't have this book? Everyone has the book? All right. Just a minute, guys. Let me grab my chargers. How's it going?
I think I've finished.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You think you finished or you know you finished?
I know. Okay, I finished, but I'm not sure if it's all correct. Say
Okay.
like this.
Yes. All right. All right then. Mhm. Oops.
I'm done.
Are we all done? Yeah. Roxana, Paulina?
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, I
Yes?
think so.
All right. So let's get it moving. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just a minute. Okay. So yeah, number one, 10%.
A tenth.
A tenth.
Done.
Yes, a tenth. Good. Then 20%,
And fifth.
Fifth.
And fifth.
a fifth. All right. Then 25%,
Quarter.
Quarter.
okay, a quarter. Then 22%,
Slightly more than a fifth.
Slightly more than this.
what?
Slightly more than the fifth.
Slightly more than a fifth. Good. Then 31%,
Slightly less than a third.
slightly less than a third. Uh-huh.
But I'm confused about this one.
Slightly less than a third. All right. Okay, let's hold on to that for now. How about like 33%, which is number 6?
Third.
Third.
A
Third.
third. Yes. Okay. 48%.
Nearly
Very-
half.
Nearly half.
Nearly half. 50%.
Half.
Okay. 57%.
Over half.
Over
Half.
57.
There's, yes,
Uh-huh.
there's over half.
Over half. Okay. 75%.
Three
Three
quarters.
quarters.
Okay. 75. That's
Three quarters.
yeah. Through. Okay. Okay. Sorry. 77
Oh.
Just over three quarters.
and 95%.
The vast majority of.
The vast majority of, or almost all. All right. All right. This is good. That is great. So at the very least, you are familiar with these terms, right? So let's move on to task number 3, right? It says, using the given pie charts, write a plan for the report. So right now, like at this point, we are like getting into the nitty-gritty right away. So I'd like you, we've encountered the format multiple times. We've used this over and over and over. Yes. So you know how to make a draft. Yes? Good. So I'd like you to make a draft. How would you write the introduction, right? Then the overview, then yes, the body 1 and body 2. What info would you include in this? Yeah, just a minute.
Should we do this about the first or about the second
Both.
chart?
Yeah, both.
Both.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They're
Okay.
together. So so which of the pie charts that I told you about is this? It's two, but which is it? Is it what is it representing? These two pie charts. Overall, they're about reasons for transport.
Just to compare.
Yes. So make comparisons where relevant. You're not comparing everything, right? So, yes. Okay.
Do you write it all or just make
No,
a plan?
yeah, just we're making a plan. We're making a draft.
Okay.
Yeah, so. Okay, so are we done?
I made like half of it.
Okay, now guys, granted we have a break, right? So I think we can pause on this task, go for a break, and then return. Yes? Okay, so yeah, see you.